What if the most productive thing you can do today is nothing at all? What if the breakthrough you're chasing, the clarity you're begging for, the calm you're trying to keep manufactured with coffee and calendars and control is already scheduled for you tonight, the moment you close your eyes? Today, we're talking about sleep and naps, not as luxuries, not as rewards, but as your brain's nightly save button. It's the moment your mind hits Command S on your life. Let's get started. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast. I'm your host, Jason. You can catch us on all your favorite platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, Instagram, Threads, TikTok. You can also listen to our episodes on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and our home on Podbean. And if you'd like to reach out to us, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach us at Catalyst Motivation Podcast at gmail.com. That's Catalyst Motivation Podcast at gmail.com. Join the community. Be part of something truly, truly transformative. Oh, and don't forget, we have a book. We have a book out. It's called The Ways of Compromise. And it is available through Kindle or wherever you get your digital books. It's also in paperback. Go out, check it out. It's a great way to have something as a piece to create dialogue and communication in a world that's so very divided. Go ahead and pick it up. We'd really appreciate it. Welcome to episode 129 of the Catalyst Podcast. Sleep is your brain's save button. Okay, so we live in a culture that worships exhaustion. I mean, we really do. Dark circles are treated like merit badges. I've only slept 4 hours is said with much pride as I ran a marathon. We've all lived there, right? You know, you can remember yourself lying in bed, your eyes closed, your brain racing, like I had 8 browser tabs open and music playing somewhere where you couldn't find it. You tell yourself, just one more day to get through until tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you still feel behind and foggy and reactive. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Sleep deprivation doesn't make you tired. It makes you less. Your patience thins. Your empathy shrinks. Your reaction sharpens in all the wrong ways. And suddenly, small things feel personal, loud, threatening. Confucius once emphasized harmony in relationships. He believed that how we show up internally shapes how we show up socially. When you're underslept, harmony becomes harder. You snap. You withdraw. You misread tone. You forget that the person across from you is a human too. Sleep just isn't personal maintenance. It's relational ethics in action. So let's talk about what sleep actually does, the science behind it. I mean, like while you sleep, your brain is not off. It's doing janitorial work, memory consolidation, emotional regulation, clearing metabolic waste, literally washing itself of cerebral spinal fluid like a midnight car wash for your neurons. When you don't sleep, that waste builds up. It's like saving files over and over without ever hitting save. Eventually the system lags and then crashes. Studies show that even after one night of poor sleep, your amygdala, the brain's fear center, becomes 60% more reactive. Translation, you're not overreacting because you're more dramatic. You're overreacting because your brain is tired. And this is where Buddhism quietly nods. Buddhism teaches compassion, not just as a moral command, but as a natural state that arises when the mind is clear. Sleep restores clarity. A rested mind is more spacious. It's less judgmental. and more forgiving. Ever notice how everything feels heavier at 2 a.m.? The email feels crueler. That mistake feels permanent. Then the morning comes and you sleep and suddenly it's manageable again. That's not weakness, folks. It's wisdom. And if this is landing, do me a favor, pause for a second and share this episode. There may be someone in your life who might need permission to reset. So go ahead and share it. Okay, let's continue on. Let's talk about naps. I love naps. I love naps. Naps are the most misunderstood productivity tool on the planet. But somewhere along the way, they got labeled as lazy, childish, and indulgent. Preposterous. I'll have none of that. And history helps us tell a different story. Winston Churchill napped. Leonardo da Vinci napped. Einstein napped. The House of Representatives naps. The Senate naps. Okay, I'm sorry. No, they weren't falling behind, right? A 20-minute nap. A 20-minute nap can improve alertness, mood, and learning. It's like a software update without shutting down the whole system. Taoism teaches balance, yin and yang, effort and ease, action and rest. When we push without pause, we break rhythm. Naps restore flow. They remind the body that it doesn't have to live in permanent overdrive. I used to be one who resisted naps because I thought it meant that I was failing in life. But now they are my secret weapon. It's a quiet admission that I'm a human being and I need that. It so revitalizes me. To be honest, some of my best ideas have arrived not while grinding, but while resting. If your brain had a voice during a nap, it would probably whisper, "Finally, I can finish processing." But here's the harder truth. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just affect performance. It affects your identity. When you're tired, you default to habits instead of values. You react instead of choose. You scroll instead of reflect. You eat whatever fastest. You say things you don't fully mean. The Stoics talked about self-discipline, but not as punishment, as alignment, as the ability to act according to reason instead of impulse. Sleep strengthens that ability. A rested person has more choice, more pause between stimulus and response, more space between the ability to live deliberately. Marcus Aurelius wrote about meeting the day prepared for difficulty. Sleep is part of that preparation. It's not avoidance. It's armor. Remember that. Indian philosophy often speaks about unity. The idea that mind, body, and consciousness are not separate departments, but one system. Sleep honors that unity. You cannot hack your way around biology forever. The body keeps receipts. Jainism, with its emphasis on pluralism and nonviolence, offers another lens. Rest is a form of nonviolence towards yourself. Acknowledgement that forcing productivity at the cost of health creates harm, even if no one else sees it. When you deprive yourself of rest, something suffers. Creativity, kindness, presence, joy. Sleep is not quitting. It's choosing continuity. So just think about how you treat your devices. Let's think about it. How we all treat them, right? We charge them. We update them. We close apps so they don't overheat. Yet, when it comes to us, we'll say, just one more episode, just one more scroll, one more email. Sleep is not lost time. It's stored progress. Every night you sleep, your brain saves emotional lessons, trims useless data, and strengthens what matters. Every nap is a microsave, a quick backup. Miss enough saves? You can risk corruption. Now, before we move on to the final exercise, one last reminder, if this episode is helping you rethink, reset, even a little, please share it. Someone in your circle might find something special about it, and it may help them. We'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, here's something really simple. No biohacking, no gadgets required. For the next 7 days, do the following. Okay, first, choose a non-negotiable bedtime window. Not a rigid minute, a window. Consistency matters more than perfection, okay? Then we're going to create a 10-minute landing ritual. No screens, dim lights, gentle stretching, breathing. Let the nervous system know it's safe to power down. All right? Add one intentional nap or reset pause. Even if it's 10 or 20 minutes, no guilt, no apology. All right? And then I'd like for us to do a morning reflection. In the morning when we wake up, we're going to ask ourselves one question. How did sleep change how I showed up yesterday? Notice your patience. Notice your focus. Notice your compassion, your sense of proportion. Folks, this isn't about optimizing productivity. It's about restoring alignment. Sleep is not the opposite of effort. It's the foundation of wisdom. So before we leave, you don't need to earn rest. You don't need to justify it. What you need to do is not collapse over it because you deserve it. So tonight when you close your eyes, remember this. You're not falling behind. You're saving your life as it is. Take a nap. Get some rest. That's it for today, folks. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need it. Like and subscribe to our podcast for even more motivational content. And follow us on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram. We're also on Threads and TikTok. I want to thank you so much for listening to episode 129 of the Catalyst Podcast. Please make sure to check out our book, The Ways of Compromise. In the world that we live in, we've separated so far. It's time for us to come back together. And this is what this book talks about, and hopefully we can start doing that. You can pick it up on Kindle or anywhere you find books. So we hope to see you and hear from you next time for episode 130. 130 episodes. Wow. Go be great.